Morning, how are you today? I hope you are great all and your family also are great. And today is Wednesday, 6th May 2020. I know that you already miss your friend at school and you miss also your teacher, right? I hope this pandemic's gone and you can meet as soon as possible your friend at school, also your teacher. Well, students, 5th grader, please take out your textbook. We have to study. We can continue our lesson today. Now we are going to go to lesson 5. You can open your textbook and go to page 200 until 204. Well, there are several activities that you have to do. I want you to conduct only activity 2, 4 and 6. Okay, we can conduct together. For activity 2, a man took 4 hours to drive his van from town X to town Y at a speed of 50 km per hour. On his return journey from town Y to town X, he increased the speed to 80 km per hour. How long did the man take to reach town X? The best one we can conduct for the diagram before. First, find the distance between town X and town Y. Based on the diagram say town X to town Y. So the distance between town X to town Y based on the question is 50 km per hour. And how long did the man take from town X to town Y? This is about 4 hours. So please fill out 4 hours. And his return journey from town Y to town X, he increased the speed to 80 km per hour. So please fill out 80 km per hour. Now we can find the distance between town X and town Y. The distance between town X and town Y is about 50 times 4 equals to 200 kilometers. The second row, time taken to reach town X from town Y. So time taken to reach from town Y to town X. As we know, from town X to town Y, the distance is about 200 kilometers. So please fill 200. Divide the return journey from town Y to town X is about 80. So please fill 80. So 200 divided 80 is equals to 2.5 hours. Please fill 2.5 hours. The man took 2.5 hours to reach town X. Okay, that one is number 2 or activity 2. Now we can go to activity 4. Ramla cycled from her house to the beach. She took 5 minutes to cycle 1/3 of the distance and took another 15 minutes to cycle the remaining 1,580 meters. Question A. Find the distance between Ramla's house and the beach. B. Find her average speed for the whole journey. Before we continue or before we find the result for A and B, the first one we do is we can conduct the diagram. The diagram says the times from house to beach divide into 2. The first is 5 minutes for 1/3. So please fill 5 minutes for 1/3. And the second travel 15 minutes. So you can fill 15 minutes under the beach. And above the beach the distance and took another 15 minutes to cycle the remaining 1580 meters. So the 15 minutes travel, the distance is about 1580 meters. So please fill 1580 meters. Okay, finish for the diagram. Now we can go to A. A says 2 units equal to 2 units. There are 3 units. Yeah, there are 3 units. So 2 units is about 5, or 2 units is about 1000. Please fill 1580 meter for 2 units based on the question. So how about to find 1 unit? If 1 unit equals to 1580 divided into 2, so equals to 790. Yeah. Now how the way to find 3 units? If 3 units we have already found, or we have already we have already found for 1 unit, right? For 1 unit is about 790. So 3 unit is 3 times 790 equals to 2370. So please fill. And now the distance between Ramla's house and the beach was 2370 meters. Now we go to B. Total time taken for the whole distance. Yeah, the total time taken for the whole distance is, there are to travel for the bus time, right? 5 minutes and 15 minutes. So you can add 5 plus 15. So the total time taken for the whole distance is 20 minutes. Write down 20 minutes. So the average speed for the whole journey equals to the total distance divide total time. We already know the total distance, right? The total distance between house to beach is about 2370 divided into time 20. Yeah, 2370 divided 20 equals to, yes, good, 118.5 meter per minute. Yeah, her average speed for the whole journey was 118.5 meter per minute. Well, this is the last one. A lorry traveled for 5 hours from factory A to factory C at an average speed of 64 km per hour. It traveled from factory B to factory C at an average speed of 80 km per hour. If the distance between factory A and factory B is 1/4 of the total distance between factory A and factory C, how long did the lorry take to travel from factory B to factory C? Okay, the best thing is about we have to finish, or we have to find the result of the diagram. First, find the total distance. Okay, the diagram says travel from factory A to factory C. The question says that the average of factory A to C is about 64 km per hour. So you can feel 64 km per hour. So how long does a lorry travel from factory A to factory C? How long? Since 64 km per hour, so the question says that 5 hours from factory A to factory C. Just fill 5 hours, right? Well, what about the distance between factory B to factory C. Yes, the question says let's say suppose the 1/4 of the total distance between factory A and factory C. How long did the lorry take to travel from factory B to factory C? Let's say that the total distance between A to C is about 64 times 5 equals to 320. Okay, good. The total distance is 320. The question is, how long did the lorry take to travel from factory B to factory C? Okay, we have to find one unit at the first time. For the distance between factory A and factory B is 1/4 of the total. So 1/4 times 320. We can find 80 kilometer. 80 kilometer per unit, right? So how long did the lorry take to travel from factory B to factory C? From factory B to factory C is about 3 units. So 80 times 3. The answer is 240 kilometers per hour. Inside the diagram, you can feel 240 kilometers per hour. So the distance from factory A to factory C equals to, please fill 64 times 5 equals to 320 kilometers. Blah 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 units equal to blah 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 kilometers. This is the whole of the units. How many units? How many units do you have? A, B1, B to C 3 units. So A, B1 plus 3. So 4 units. If 4 units, how many distance? 1 unit is about 80, right? So 4 units is about 5 times 80. So 4 units equal to 320 kilometers. Good. What about 1 unit? 1 unit equals to 320 divided 4 equals to 80 kilometer. Okay, we already found 1 unit. So what about 3 units? For the 3 units equals to 3 times. Per unit is about 80 kilometers. So 3 times 80 equals to 240 kilometers. So the distance between factory B and factory C is about 240 kilometers. Time taken to travel from factory B to factory C is about time taken to travel. This is the time. So 240 divided 80. 240 divided 80 is about 3 hours. So the lorry took 3 hours to travel from factory B to factory C. Again, the lorry took 3 hours to travel from factory B to factory C. Okay, thank you students. I hope you enjoy this lesson, because several days later you are going to conduct the daily task 4. So prepare yourself, study more practice. If you want to get good score, please more practice. Okay, thank you. See you.